Hey, good to see you're still chasing big sound. I've lived with the Sony BRAVIA Theater Bar 9 every day for a while now, and talking about it feels like talking about the moment you realize your living room can become a theater. If you're the kind of person who watches stories the way they're meant to be heard, someone who notices when sound feels shallow on TV, and who deserves immersion without a complex setup, this is for you. Right now, if you're thinking, check the latest price in stock, because once people hear what this bar brings, it tends to get snapped up fast. There was a time I watched a handful of shows on my flat TV speakers. I'd lean in when dialogue was quiet or scramble for subtitles when background effects didn't land. I remember wondering, is this really how it should sound? Switching to the Theater Bar 9 changed all that. The first time a rainstorm rolled through a scene in Dolby Atmos, the drops didn't just play, they surrounded me. I sat back, dropped the remote, and it hit me. I was hearing for the first time what this movie was supposed to feel like. Using it day after day, movie nights, binge sessions, gaming, music while cooking, the difference becomes part of your routine. That whisper of a conversation feels intimate. The action hits with weight. A song playing softly in the background doesn't fade into silence, it fills the room. The spatial sound mapping doesn't just push audio forward, it moves it all around you. This isn't about channels or specs. It's about atmosphere. The room grows. The ceiling, walls, they all fade away. Sound doesn't come from the screen, it comes from everywhere. And after that, normal speakers feel like you're watching a movie through a letterbox. If you're hesitating, maybe worried it's overkill, or that you don't need something this advanced, let me tell you, this adapts. It doesn't demand a huge room or complicated wiring. It just transforms what you already have. The real regret isn't buying it, it's sticking with average sound for longer than necessary. One surprise most people don't expect is how much it changes everyday moments. Even news, talk shows, cooking videos, podcasts, everything plays with clarity and depth. Sound becomes part of your space, not an afterthought. Owning the Theater Bar 9 gives you this quiet satisfaction. It says you don't accept the minimum. It says you believe in storytelling with impact. It says you care about how your space feels when you turn it on. The sound feels immersive yet detailed. The bass is full without being heavy. The highs are clear without being sharp. The environment feels alive. Movies feel cinematic. Music feels intentional. If there's a downside, you'll start hearing flaws in everything else. Once you have this, cutting corners feels like a step backward. At some point you stop debating specs and just go with what you've wanted all along. If you're ready to let your living room become more than a place to watch TV, check the current price and pull the trigger on the Sony BRAVIA Theater Bar 9 while you still can.